Brock Bowers has emerged as a premier tight end. What he did in the first SEC championship game is on record for everyone to see. That was pretty impressive. And then following that up against Michigan, they had matchup nightmares there as well. Do you expect Alabama to take the same approach with Bowers this time around, or maybe change something up?
You're going to have to work in some different things here, because this is the guy, Brock Bowers from California, of whom this is the one Alabama fans are nervous about. I mean, he leads Georgia receptions, receiving yards, touchdowns, and 10 catches, 139 yards, 1 touchdown in the SEC championship game. He was everywhere. He was catching screens. He was catching post routes. He was catching dig routes. He was high pointing the ball. Somebody captured a catch. He caught the ball over, I think, Jordan Battle and DeMarco Helms in double coverage. And you couldn't really do anything with him there in that matchup. He is an elite player. So there are different things that Bama's going to have to do, whether it's bracketing him with different guys, whether it's maybe putting a 6'3" Kyrie Jackson with a 6'6" wingspan on him, just trying different elements to see, can we disrupt him? Can we disrupt the timing between he and Stetson Bennett at quarterback? Just something to throw off the communication, the connection there, because he is one of those players that is a premier weapon in the sport. And if you just sit there and give him free releases, he's going to tear you apart all game. So that is one area that Pete Golding will have to zero in on, in what's the best way possible we can have to neutralize Bowers' production, because that guy is marquee.
Folks, please like the video, share the videos out on social media, subscribe right here at the Voice of College Football, and lock in on your favorite team, because we've got 25 team channels as well, including Alabama. Stephen Smith joins us all the time here from touchdownalabama.com, and has for years, so lock in on his show. It is a tremendous find right here on YouTube, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. There you see it on the banner, 6 Central Time. Staying on the Georgia offense, you brought up the name Stetson Bennett. I've been asked all year, is this guy good enough to win a national championship? My typical response was, for about 95% of the snaps, for about 38 of his 40 passing attempts, or whatever the number turns out to be, that he drops back, I think he is. But he has always been plagued, especially against Alabama, but also against Florida when they lost that game last year in 2020, plagued with the 2 or 3 critical mistakes per game. He cleaned that up against Michigan, but at the same time, I don't know that he was placed in a lot of 3rd and 12s, 3rd and 14s, when he tends to make that mistake like he has against the Tide.
I think the one thing with Stetson Bennett that's also kind of plagued him in these situations is people look at him as, is he the guy that can drive the ball downfield and put the team on his back and win it for you? I always go back to the statement that Bucky Brooks would always make: you're a truck or a trailer. For a truck, the coaches look at you and say, son, win the game. We need you. We exhausted everything. You go out there, you win us this football game. I don't care how you get it done. Go win it. It may have to be off script. Go win the football game. Is Stetson Bennett that type of player? Is he that type of talent? Is he that type of an ability? And he can be, but at the same time, I don't think that's what Kirby Smart wants. And Kirby has kind of crafted this Georgia team to be like the 2009 Alabama team, where the quarterback, you don't have to be that type of player. You just get the ball to all of the pieces around you and kind of let those guys do the work and let your defense do the work. But in today's age of college football, and also in today's age of NFL, when you have those types of quarterbacks that all stuff breaks loose and they still have that type of talent to get it done, when you look at the Aaron Rodgers, the Patrick Mahomes, the Justin Herberts, we're seeing what Joe Burrow is doing right now in the NFL, those types of guys, when everything else breaks down and they've got the wherewithal to go off script and go, well, here we go, boom. And you see it happen out there. Can Stetson Bennett provide that? I think that's the one quality that is sort of missing there. Can he provide that? Because that's what Alabama puts you in. Alabama puts you in situations where they squeeze the life out of you and everything breaks down around you, and then it becomes bad man. Can you go off script to beat this Alabama team? That's the question Stetson Bennett has to answer Monday night.